Hi there, my friend. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been coming up in my Qigong practice. So, you may or may not know that I am a Qigong instructor, as well as a yoga teacher and a whole life coach. And in my Qigong practice, something that's been coming up as we're in the fall and the winter months is Qigong with the intersection of immunity, but also what happens when you get sick anyway. So maybe you are practicing Qigong, especially in the fall. We focus on the lungs and really vamping up our immune system, getting that lymphatic flow going. And while that can have some amazing benefits that I have experienced firsthand, as you might be able to tell from my voice today, that I'm a little bit hoarse. And that is because I am recovering from a bit of a cough, cold sort of thing. It was nothing too serious, but it did happen. And this is despite practicing Qigong pretty much daily and teaching and sharing with my students who I really adore working with. So, when I go back to teaching this coming week, I want to share with them what I'm going to share with you right now. So, if you are to get sick while you're practicing Qigong and you're asking yourself, why is this happening? I am doing all these amazing movements, breathing, sending and cultivating amazing healthy Qi throughout my body. So, what gives? What I would love to say to you is this. Sometimes when we are moving a lot of positive chi and doing a lot of healing, there is a detoxification that needs to happen as well. And so this often comes about sometimes even when we're in a really good space. So we might actually be feeling pretty awesome in our life. We may not be, but this can happen when you are actually feeling like you're doing well and you're in the flow. Now, if you're not feeling that way in your life in general, don't worry. This still is important for you to hear. So, if you find yourself feeling sick, under the weather, a little bit, a lot, what I would like to share is that this is a great time to check in with your mind, body, spirit, and ask the question, what is this illness trying to communicate with me right now? So, asking that kind of question with openness and intention, in my experience, can have such great benefits. I've been amazed at the messages I've gotten. At some times in my life, it has been because I've been avoiding something, because I haven't been true to myself in some way. Maybe I need to heal something. However, this time it was really interesting. I asked the question, what messages are there? And the answer that I got was two things. One is you're releasing grief. So I have been working with the process of releasing grief in my life, some old stuff, some newer stuff. And it's been a really amazing but intense process that has been a little painful at times, maybe a lot. And I have noticed that there is this feeling of feeling better or more at peace with things. I'm starting to connect with more gratitude, appreciation for the experiences I've had, even though there is a loss. And that has been really healing. So, the message that I'm actually releasing grief is a really positive thing. I'm just literally expelling that energetic grief vibration, through the phlegm when I'm just coughing things up. Now, the other message that I got was that getting sick at this time was a great opportunity for me to practice surrender. So, really, just a time to say, yes, I'm letting go of plans. I'm letting go of the things I thought I was going to do. I'm letting go of what I thought this week would look like. And what was really fun for me was that this time it was actually as if it was all these positive responses in these messages as to why I'm getting sick. Whereas in the past, for me, it was a lot about things I wasn't doing, things that I needed to look at. Maybe I wasn't surrendering a lot in my life. But this time, it really just felt like this positive affirmation that I've got this. And that I have really grown and changed. And that right now, it's actually quite easy for me to surrender. And I can tell you that that is not always the way that it was. So, here was my little update and spiel on the intersection of your Qigong practice with boosting immunity, with what to do or how to handle it if you do get sick. And I hope that this did offer you maybe a new tool and some valuable insight that you can carry forth if you find yourself feeling a little under the weather, or maybe you share it with someone else. All right, my friend, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Much love, peace, health, and joy because you are worth it. Bye.